In this video we will talk about all supernovas from weakest to strongest. We will base their rank on their strength, power, fighting experience, abilities, characteristics, backgrounds, and their defeated characters in one piece. So let's get started. Number 11, Capone Beige. Capone is the captain of the fire tank pirate. He has a devil fruit power called Shiro Shiro no Mi. It gives Capone the ability to become a castle at will. We first saw it he used his devil fruit power when they fought Kizaru in the Sabayati archipelago. At the same time he had a bounty worth 138 million berries. In the time skip he became a member of the Big Mom Pirates and became a root-ranked combatant. His devil fruit power is also a big help to cause less damage to Bigman and they can escape from the whole Cake Island safely. Apart from that, he is also smart in planning because he also has a lot of experience as a former mafia in the West Blue. And Capone is also the smartest of all the supernovas except Trafalger Law when it comes to planning strategy in any situation because he studies his opponent well and takes good action against his opponents. But unfortunately it is not enough for him to dominate other supernovas, so he can be considered the weakest member supernovas at the moment. He is also one of what Ace mentioned as one of the talented rookies who came from West Blue. After they escape from Holocake Island, Capone has a bounty worth 350 million berries. So far it has not been confirmed if he uses hockey because his main weapon in battle is his devil fruit power. Number 10, X Drake. X Drake is the captain of the Drake Pirates. He also has a devil fruit power called Ryu Ryu no Mi model Allosaurus. An ancient zone type that gives X Drake the ability to increase his strength and allows X Drake to become an Allosaurus. We first saw him use his devil fruit power before the time skip against Kizaru, and during this time he also had a bounty worth 222 million berries. X Drake is also a rare admiral and a sword spy who belongs to the Marines. He also uses a weapon like an axe in battle. Like Scratchman APO and Bosil Hawkins, he also became part of the Beast Pirates and became one of the top members called Tobarapo. In the Wano arc he faced Sanji and there they fought, but he had a hard time defeating Sanji and his allies managed to escape. So right here we already know that X Drake is not that strong compared to most of the supernova. In Onigashima, he became part of the Straw Hat Alliance after the Beast Pirates discovered him as a spy from the Marines. There he also had to fight against strong members of the Beast Pirates, but his skills were not enough for him to stand up to the other strong members of the supernovas. And the other reason why we can say he is weak is because he had a hard time fighting Apu alone. He has armament hockey. With his armament hockey and devil fruit power he can boost his defense, making it difficult for his opponents. After the battle in Onigashima it has not been shown how big X Drake's bounty is. Number 9, Scratchman APO. Apu is the captain of the on-air pirates. He has a devil fruit power called Oto Oto no Mi, a paramesha-type devil fruit that allows him to morph parts of his body into various musical instruments that he can play. His devil fruit power is also a big help to him to make a big attack at a very long distance to his opponents just by playing any part of his body. He used it many times, like when he fought X Drake and Zoro in Onigashima and in the Sabayati archipelago when he attacked Admiral Kizaru at a long distance. He made his chest drums which resulted in sounds, which is one of the reasons why he can attack at a long distance. When all the supernovas went to the Sabayati archipelago before the time skip, he had a bounty worth 198 million berries and currently he has a bounty worth 350 million berries. He also joined the Beast Pirates after he betrayed Kid and Hawkins, which became one of the reasons why he became one of the top officers of the Beast Pirates. During his fight with Zoro and Luffy, he showed his ability by being able to slightly injure Luffy and Zoro, but his power was not enough to overcome the other members of the supernova. He also has a decent armament hockey which he used to defend against the CPO's attack on him. Number 8, Bosil Hawkins. Bosil Hawkins is the captain of the Phoenix Pirates. He is commonly known as Magician because of his devil fruit power called Wara Wara no Mi. That gives Hawkins the ability to take damage through the use of a puppet prepared from within his body or even to transform himself into a giant straw puppet. Furthermore, his devil fruit also gives Hawkins the ability to create straw dolls, which represent the lives of other people. Hawkins also ties the lives of other people to these dolls, which essentially grants Hawkins several lives. Apart from this, he also has the ability to predict what will happen to him or his opponent using his devil fruit power based on the cards he carries, and here he can read the percentages of what will happen. We saw Hawkins' skills when he fought Zoro in the Wano, which provided a nice warm-up for Zoro. In the Sabayati archipelago, before the time skip, he has a bounty worth 249 million berries, and there he is also fighting with other members of the Supernovas to face Kizaru. In the Wano arc he became part of the Beast Pirates and became a headliner of the Beast Pirates after Apu betrayed them, and in Onigashima he faced Killer, but Killer just defeated him. He also uses a weapon in battle. We saw he used his weapon when he fought Luffy and Zoro in Wano. He has an armament haki, but he can only use it for a few minutes because he can't master it well. After the Wano arc he only has a bounty worth 320 million berries. Number 7, Killer. Killer is the vice captain of the Kid Pirates. Before the time skip he has a bounty worth 162 million berries. Killer is one of a pirate crew with 2 members who had at least 100 berries and more bounties that were there in Sabayati archipelago before time skip. He is adept at using 2 weapons in combat. He has also fought many people who are stronger than him. For example, when he faced Zoro in Wano, and there he gave him a fierce fight, and he also managed to injure Zoro in that encounter. But it was not enough for him to defeat the King of Hell, Zoro, who is also a member of Supernova. Killer is also one of those who fought on the rooftop of Onigashima where they faced 2 of the 4 former emperors, Kaido and Big Mom, and here he showed his skill in using the sword as he was able to wound Kaido's hard skin with his 2 sword style attack. He also has devil fruit power, but it's useless because the only thing his devil fruit can do is make him laugh. But it didn't stop Killer from becoming stronger. In the Wano arc, he faced and defeated Hawkins, who was one of the worst generations like him. And in his fight with Hawkins, he also showed his fighting skills because he managed to defeat Hawkins with a big advantage over him because of Hawkins' devil fruit. Number 6, Arouge. Arouge is the captain of the fallen monk pirates. He is from the Sky Island. He has a Paramecia-type devil fruit that will not be named that gives Arouge the ability to convert damage inflicted onto him into physical strength, which results in expanding muscles and enlarged body size. He first used it against Kizaru in the Sabayati archipelago 2 years ago, and at that time he had a bounty worth 108 million berries. The last time we heard of him, he was one of Kid's companions who attacked the Big Mom pirates, and there he also defeated the former member of the Sweet Commander, Snack, who had a bounty 3 times larger than his. When he defeated one of Big Mom's Sweet Commanders, it is enough to say that his strength is more dominant than what we previously mentioned. Right now his personality in One Piece is still mysterious because he is the only Supernova member who has not yet interacted with the Straw Hat Pirates. There are many theories. It appears that we can still see him in Elbaf arc, and if this is true, we will also witness his full strength here. So far it is not confirmed if he uses Haki and how big his bounty will be after he defeats one of Big Mom's Sweet Commanders. Number 5, Jewelry Bonnie. Jewelry Bonnie is the captain of the Bonnie Pirates. Currently Bonnie is one of the ones fighting strong characters in the Egghead arc. Bonnie is one of the Supernova members who were there in the Sabayati archipelago 2 years ago with a bounty worth 140 million berries. It was also confirmed in the manga that Bonnie is the youngest member of Supernova, who is only 12 years old. She only looks mature because of his devil fruit power called Yoshi Yoshi no Mi, a Paramecia type devil fruit that gives him the ability to she can control his age and the age of other people. When she could touch it on any part of the body, she used it on Jimby, Chopper and Luffy when she made them young and old. His devil fruit also has the ability to mimic the ability of other devil fruit users. She did this in the manga when she imitated Luffy's Gear 3 when she grows his hand. She also can manipulate the future and change it just by using his thoughts, but she has not been able to control it properly. And his devil fruit is one of the overpowered devil fruit in One Piece. So Bonnie can be considered as one of the strongest supernovas even though she is the youngest member. In the current manga, Bonnie is one of those fighting against the powerful members of the world government, especially the members of the Five Elders, Saint J. Garcia Saturn. And in the manga it is also confirmed that Bonnie has the highest command among the Seraphim. So she is stronger and scarier than the one before him that we mentioned, and we can also say that Bonnie is also one of the top tier characters currently. After the time skip, he has a bounty worth 320 million buris, and it is also expected that his bounty will increase even more after the Egghead arc. Number 4, Ustas. Captain Kid Ustas is the captain of the Kid Pirates. Like most of the Supernova, he is also a devil fruit user. His devil fruit power is called Jiki Jiki no Mi, a Paramish, a devil fruit type that gives Kid the power over magnetism, and thus gives him control over forces of attraction and repulsion. His devil fruit power is also a great help to him so that he can defeat the strong opponents in the New World. Kid was first introduced in the Sabayati archipelago, where he has a bounty worth 315 million berries. And his bounty is the biggest bounty of all the supernovas in the Sabayati archipelago 2 years ago. After the time skip, his bounty grew due to his attack and disturbances in the New World. Using his devil fruit power, he was able to make his name big in the New World. His name also became hot when they attacked the Big Mom pirates in the New World. Unfortunately, he was imprisoned in Odin because of Apu's betrayal of them. His ability to use the devil fruit power made it possible for him and La to defeat Big Mom, and he also became a part to face the 2 previous monsters, Emperors Kaido and Big Mom. He also has 3 types of haki that make him stronger compared to the ones we previously mentioned. Right now he has a bounty worth 3 billion berries, which is one of the biggest bounties in the One Piece world at the moment. In the manga his fate became bitter after he lost against Shanks. Number 3, Roronoa. Zoro. Zoro is the vice captain of the Straw Hat Pirates. He is the only supernova member who does not have the devil fruit power, but he has 3 types of advanced haki which makes him better than the ones we mentioned earlier on the list. His 2 types of haki, armament and observation, have been used several times since the end of the time skip. And in the Wano arc he awakened his advanced conquerors, which caused him to defeat King and was able to injure Kaido with the help of his advanced conquerors haki. In addition, Zoro is also a top-tier swordsman in One Piece because of his skill in fighting with his sword. We have seen how good he is with a sword, for example when he defeated King and when he wounded Kaido in the chest with his powerful sword technique which he called Ashura. He is also the unique character in One Piece who uses 3 swords in battle. And now his strength has increased even more because of his new sword called Enma that Hiyori gave him. And in the manga, he proved that he is even stronger than the supernovas we mentioned earlier when he defeated Lucci, who had the devil fruit power awakening. And in the continuation of the Egghead arc, there are many theories that came out saying that Zoro will fight one of the Gorosei, Saint Ethan Baron Nujiro, and this is true because in the current manga, the 2 of them have already faced each other and they have started to fight. Ethan Baron Nujiro is also a very strong swordman in One Piece. Proof of this is that he holds one of the supreme grade blades, Kitetsu, which is a curse blade. Right now there are many theories coming out regarding the potential that will happen in the battle between Zoro and Ethan Baron Nujiro. Examples of this are that Zoro will be able to release his final technique that will cause him to defeat Nujiro, which will also be a bridge for him to challenge Mihawk again for a rematch. Right now Zoro has a bounty worth 111 million berries, which is just after the bounties of Ustas, Law and his captain Luffy, which just proves his strength. And after the Egghead arc it is expected that his bounty will be even bigger. Number 2, Trafalgar D. Water Law. Trafalgar is the captain of the Heart Pirates. He also has an overpowered devil fruit called Ope Ope no Mi, a Paramisha type. His devil fruit is also known as the ultimate devil fruit because of its power. His devil fruit power gives him the ability to manipulate all physical objects within its range. His knowledge of medicine allows him to perform miraculous operations, and he can heal diseases quickly, and rearrange the material inside his operating room. And his devil fruit power can also make someone immortal by sacrificing his life. Because of this, his devil fruit has a huge value worth 5 billion berries, which is even higher than the current bounty of the 4 emperors today. His skill in using his devil fruit power along with his high IQ in fighting and his wise decision make him even stronger. He also has a lot of experience in fighting because he was part of the Don Quixote pirates when he was young. In the Sabayati archipelago 2 years ago, Trafalger Law had a bounty worth 200 million berries, which was the third highest bounty in the Sabayati archipelago after Kid and Luffy, proving his strength compared to most Supernova members. We have witnessed many times his strength and high IQ in fighting because he has a lot of screen time, and he has also been in alliance with the Straw Hat Pirates for a long time. In the Wano arc, he showed his battle IQ, strength and experience because he was one of the ones who defeated Big Mom. And here he was also able to awaken his devil fruit power. In the most recent episode of One Piece, he showed his strength again when he was able to keep up with the strength of Blackbeard and Blackbeard's 3 other powerful commanders. And he even managed to injure Blackbeard and kill Doc Q's horse, who was also using the devil fruit. In this battle, Trafalger was the underdog because of the strength of Blackbeard and his companions. In this battle, he and his pirate crew lost because of the lack of help from his men. Trafalger also has decent hockey, which makes him even stronger than most on the list. Currently he has a bounty worth 3 billion berries, which is an emperor's bounty. Number 1, Monkey D. Luffy. Luffy is the captain of the Straw Hat Pirates and the strongest supernova because of his overpowered devil fruit called Hito Hito no Mi model Sun God Nika. His devil fruit power was a weak devil fruit in the beginning, but with Luffy's mischievous thinking it got stronger, and because of his fighting experiences he made it grow even more. His devil fruit power is also a great help to him and his crewmates so that he can defeat his strong opponents. That became one of the reasons for him to be one of the emperors in the present and one of the feared in the New World today. Because the power of his devil fruit gives him the ability to become rubber, and he can also transform, which he calls gear. In the Wano arc, he awakens his devil fruit, which he calls Gear 5, or known as Sun God Nika. Luffy's Gear 5 is his strongest form so far, which gives him the ability to become a giant and increase his strength, power, abilities, speed, and he can also handle lightning. He also has 3 types of advanced haki that he can control well, which was one of the reasons why he defeated Kaido in the Onigashima raid. His advanced 3 types of haki was one of the strongest sources of power in the One Piece, as only a few in the One Piece world used advanced 3 types of haki. There is no doubt that Luffy is the strongest member of Supernova because he has defeated many strong opponents. In the current manga he managed to defeat Kizaru and also fights against the powerful members of the world government, the 5 elders. Luffy currently has a bounty worth 3 billion berries, and his bounty is expected to be even bigger after the Egghead arc.
What do you think of this video? Do you agree with this? Just comment your opinion in the comment section. This is Anna Matero. Until the next video. Thank you very much for watching.